Well, guess what? The USPTO has made it even harder for self-represented applicants to get their brands trademarked in the US. My name is Andrei Minkoff. I'm the founder and CEO of Trademark Factory. And in this video, I'm going to share with you an update that will impact your trademarking in the US if you filed recently, whether you did it yourself or you did it through someone else. Check this out.
Get it trademarked with Trademark Factory.
If you've been following this channel, you may have seen me share the statistics that out of all trademark applications filed in the US, over 68% get an office action. That's when the trademarks office looks at your trademark application and rejects it, right? They send you a letter saying why they don't like your trademark application, why it's unacceptable. So that's 68% total. And for self-represented applicants, so the ones that don't have an attorney of record on their file, that percentage is even higher. It's 81% of trademark applications filed by applicants who don't have an attorney of record. 81% get an office action. That's 4 out of every 5 trademark applications, right? So the statistics are very much against brand owners. And to add insult to injury, here's what the USPTO done. It used to be that when they issued the office action, you'd have 6 months to respond, right? And what most people did, they spend a lot of this time first to find out that there is an office action, then trying to figure out how to respond, and then the last few days they would look for attorneys who could actually help them get this resolved. And in some cases they managed to do it, and in some cases it was too late, or they really couldn't find anyone to do the job because of how poorly they filed their trademark application. So here's what the USPTO done. They've taken that 6 months and slashed it in half. Now you only have 3 months. So look at this irony. Initially, it only took the trademarks office, it only took the USPTO a couple of months, 2, 3, 4 months maximum to look at your trademark application and either to approve it or to reject it. Now it takes them 9, 10, or sometimes 11 months to look at your trademark application, right? And so if they issue that office action on the 11th month, then they only give you 3 months to respond, right? So the idea is nobody checks their email constantly, right? You probably get dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of emails a day, right? And you probably got multiple inboxes, all that wonderful stuff, right? So you file your trademark and time passes, 1 month, 2nd month, 3rd month, 4th month. By the time you get the office action, you've completely forgotten about your trademark application. That's what happens to a lot of brand owners. They're like, oh, really? How's my trademark doing? Oh, it's still awaiting examination, right? So you get that email, and unless you're monitoring your inbox like a hawk, chances are you might miss it. So assuming you didn't miss it, right? You found it one way or the other. You saw that email. Now you only have 3 months to respond. So really, the reason the USPTO is doing this is they hate crappy trademark applications. Really, that's all they've been doing in the last couple of years. They've been making it really difficult for unrepresented trademark owners or brand owners to file their trademarks, right? So first they made it impossible for international brand owners to file trademarks without a US attorney. And that caused a lot of grief with a lot of people because the USPTO has canceled thousands of trademark applications filed through those cheap online filing services that pretended to be self-filing when in fact they weren't, right? And so that's the first thing they did, right? They created all those rules that forced brand owners to use US licensed attorneys, and then they say, well, that's not enough. Let's make it even harder, because US companies and US individuals can still file US trademarks without an attorney in theory, right? But they want to make sure that only people who know what they're doing can do it successfully, right? So they're shortening the timelines, they're tightening the rules, and really all they're doing is they want crappy trademarks out of the process as quickly as possible. So that's the update. And if you're wondering, well, what can you do about this? The answer is very simple, right? I gave you the statistic. 68% of trademark applications get an office action. In total, 81% get an office action when you are an unrepresented applicant, which, by the way, if you file your trademark through those cheap online filing services, like the ones that charge a couple $100 to file your trademark, $200, $300, $400, you won't have an attorney of record, right? If you look at their footer of their website, if it says somewhere that they're not a law firm, you'll be an unrepresented applicant most of the time. So if that's what it says, if that's what they charge, you'll be an unrepresented applicant, 81% chance that you get an office action. So what can you do? Well, file your trademarks through someone who offers guaranteed result for a guaranteed budget. And guess what? Trademark Factory is the only company in the world that does this, right? We'll make sure that what you're filing is trademarkable. We'll make sure that you get an attorney of record with each trademark that we file. We'll make sure that if there is an office action, it gets responded to on time by a qualified attorney, and you're not going to pay a dime more, whether there's 0 office actions, 1 office action, or 5 office actions. You get unlimited attorney hours to deal with any and all office actions on your files. That's what guaranteed result for a guaranteed budget really means. And guess what? We have a 99.3% success rate. So compare 19%, which is your success rate if you do it yourself, with 99.3, and decide whether your brand is important enough for you to protect the right way. If yes, click the button below. It's not actually not the button. Click the link below. Yeah, I think there's going to be a link below somewhere in the description. And if you can't find the goddamn link, go to trademarkfactory.com and request your free call with one of our strategy advisors who get on a call with you for free. They'll answer all your questions. They'll help you figure out what brand elements you should start with, where, how. They'll answer all your questions for free, and they'll help you get started if you want to do it with Trademark Factory, right? So if you want to get your brand protected, like I said, do that. Go to trademarkfactory.com and book your call. And if you just want to see more videos like this, well, there's another thing you can do. You can hit that subscribe button and get notified whenever the next video goes out. Until then, I will see you in the next video.